right there with you to help. With the convenience.
Here we go again, bartender. Another innocent bystander. Lady, 43 years old, talking about she don't know why she lonely. I tell you why, because she still shit, because she don't know how to sell no sex. That's why. No, at that point, she don't know how to buy no sex. Shit. Fuck you talking about? Prostitution ain't one way. She could buy some sex too. Fuck y'all talking about? She the only one, we the only one buy some sex. She better buy some. Fuck she talking about? Better stop discriminating. All these fucking gays out here telling you to buy some sex. I know y'all motherfuckers ain't talking about, oh, we're gay and the sex is free. Better get the fuck out of here. Y'all motherfuckers just like them other motherfuckers. Y'all out to get what you can get. So I want to hear that shit about the gay sex is free. Any sex is free. So, lady, even old sex ain't free either. So just because you old don't mean you get a discount. Better learn how to buy some. Fuck you talking about? I'm 43 and I don't know why I'm lonely. Because, bitch, you don't know how to buy no sex. Bitch, prostitution, legalize it. It ain't just men, it's women too. She'll act together.
All right, next one.
Tabitha?
I'm 43. I'm so confused. Why am
Grown
I 43?
girl, big girl now.
Alone. All right. So as if you've watched on Locals, you'll see this all in one video. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you've seen it progress in the videos that I've published, recently. Because I'm chopping these up and putting them up on YouTube. We start out with the dating profiles where women are asking for everything and are giving nothing in return. And then we see the statistics on these dating profiles where women are literally getting meat thrown at them. It's a meat market where a woman cannot offer really much. She can be picky, and she has guys willing to jump through hoops just to get into her panties. They don't want to date her, they just want to get into her panties. Or if she's really good in the bed, maybe they'll date her for a while, but they just want to hook up. At least the guys that are the most successful guys, because that's all they do is hook up. And the lesser successful guys, they'd be like, yeah, I'd like a good girlfriend, but there aren't many good girlfriends go out.
With Squarespace, editing and adding pieces on my e-commerce site is quick and easy. So I can focus.
So the women are hooking up, they're getting attention right up into their 30s. And then in the last story, the women, they throw away the good men, the men that are willing to dedicate themselves for them, the men that are willing to love them, the men that are...
Hey, he can kiss my ass on that, bartender. Because we already seen how many of that bullshit don't last. Be together 20 years, then all of a sudden somebody said enough is enough, I'm ready to go. And then some motherfucker body want to kill the next one. So he can kiss my ass. The reason I'm doing a review on this, a video review on this, is to say all that shit is dangerous, all that shit is a setup, all that shit is a trick, because anybody could change their mind, anybody could tell somebody a lie, anybody could be a con artist, anybody could fucking just change their fucking mind. They ain't gotta follow the rules. So is this bitch ass motherfucker on here talking about, oh, you're supposed to follow the rules because the white people made them. Fuck the white people and fuck the rules. Ain't nobody following none of that shit, especially the white folks. They made up all this shit and ain't kept one motherfucking rule yet. They shoot a nigga in the back, they break a nigga arm, they choke out women, they rape us in the prisons, they send us to prison to get raped. They ain't, bro, nigga, they ain't kept, they break every fucking Bible, commandment in that fucking Bible that they keep on talking about a motherfucker supposed to get married behind. So fuck that shit. How the fuck they gonna kill everybody and then tell every motherfucking body that this is normal?
Willing to tie down and be with a woman. Those women cheat on them, throw them away, disrespect.
So he can kiss my ass about talking about that fucking marriage shit is even legal in the first place. Ain't nobody no motherfucking slave. Ain't nobody ain't nobody white or blue or green. So why am I following some British shit, that some of these rules that the British gave me? Okay, if you marry somebody and they cheat on you, you're supposed to kill them. Why? Because the king said so. Because the British said so. Because this fucking motherfucker who wrote this book said so. Fuck him, fuck the book, and fuck all them rules. That's what I'm talking about. How the fuck you gonna be Simon Says? Who's the fucking bitch, nigga? Who's the fucking victim, nigga? I ain't the fucking victim. The motherfucker following these rules is the fucking weak motherfucker. He the fucking idiot.
So the women are hooking up, they're getting attention.
He's
right
a
up into their
bitch,
30s.
not me. I ain't following these
And
rules.
then
You can't
most
hurt
of-
my fucking sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. You can't hurt my motherfucking feelings with some fucking story that a motherfucker wrote and told me. You're under my spell. Now I hurt your feelings because I wrote this book. Fuck you, fuck the book. As long as y'all motherfuckers, I stay out your jail and I ain't gotta believe a motherfucking thing you tell me and I stay out your bitch ass police face, then fuck you and your book, man. And your fairy tale.
story, the women, they throw away the good men, the men that are willing to dedicate themselves for them, the
What
men that are
good
willing to
man?
love
See,
them,
all that
the men
shit
that are
is a
willing
trick,
to tie
motherfucker.
down and be with women.
Tie
Those women
down.
cheat on them, throw them away, disrespect them, whatever.
No, the problem is that everybody, nothing lasts ever, and people outgrow each other. It's a normal, natural process. Now, what ain't normal is some motherfucker trying to be perfect and trying to tell a motherfucker, no, the fairy tale says it goes like this. You can't outgrow me. You can't grow up. You just got to stay this way, and if you don't stay this way, then I'm going to kill you. That ain't normal. He can kiss my ass.
And what happens? I don't understand. I am a great woman, but I'm 43 and alone. What happened? What happened?
What happened, bitch? You must be, you right, you a great woman. Because if you 43 and you alone, and ain't no motherfucking body stalking you, and you ain't got 10 fucking babies and 9 motherfucking babies' daddies, then what the fuck you talking about what's happened? Bitch, you a success story. Shut this shit up. That sound backwards, you stupid ass lady.
What are you talking about?
Fuck you
Now, this
talking
is from
about?
a-
Something
and
wrong with
again,
you.
thank
Something
you to
right
locals,
with you, bitch.
locals.
You must got a good job. What the fuck you talking about? If you alone, how you supporting yourself? If you living in a big ass house, where'd you get that big ass house from, lady? What the fuck you talking about you alone, bitch? You must be successful if you alone.
Gang that are posting these
And you must be scaring motherfuckers away because you too successful. This don't make no sense. That's why you alone.
stories out there on the news feed.
You can't
I get
find
a lot of
nobody that's
messages. I
qualified.
don't get to reply to messages because otherwise that's all I'd be doing. All
On
day
your
long.
level. That's why
And
the fuck
from
you
the
alone.
webpage in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see Message Better Bachelor. If you click on that,
And you ain't the only
you're
one.
sending me a private message, a PM. I'll get to them, I promise you.
Or
but it's
you
very
just
hard
too
for me to
damn
keep up with so
dominant,
many of
too
them.
picky, and
But
not picky, but
a lot of you guys are posting
yeah,
these.
you supposed to be picky and self-protective and all that, but not over self-protective and not too motherfucking picky at the same time. You just supposed to be safe. It's all about safety first. But all the rest of that ego trip and you gotta do this, it gotta fit that. Bitch, you still following a book, bitch. You ain't got a damn original thought in your mind. Every fucking thing you think is a book. All your fucking thoughts is a book, lady. Your whole purpose is fucking following a book. You've been brainwashed, hypnotized, and you a vegetable. The fuck you talking about? You a fucking robot and a zombie. You a fucking book, a tape recorder. You don't have one fucking original thought. Not one. You ain't never thought for yourself in your whole life. Now you fucking make the call.
He's on the forums, and they're great stories. It's just a lot of them, and I think a lot of times people can't catch them all, so that's why I pull these out. So thank you for talking about this.
Can
But
I
from
find a
Upland Media,
good man?
I'm 43 and alone.
Yeah, if you
I
can
find
find
a good man?
yourself.
Let me just pause you there. You're telling me by the age of from 18 until 43, you haven't found one good man? Is that really
Bitch ain't
what
even
we're
found
trying to
herself.
Come on, man.
Come on. Of course you found many good men, but you didn't keep them. You didn't treat them well. You cheated on them. You were too picky. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
And women always think they have time.
That bitch ain't
but
cheating
they
on
don't.
nobody but
And
herself.
It can happen pretty suddenly. It can happen pretty
She
suddenly.
must have been a
One day,
perfectionist.
You've got options. Maybe you date somebody for 6 months or a year. You break up with them. And in that year,
Or
you
maybe
gain 10, 15
all the
pounds,
dudes she
you got
was
a couple
looking for
extra
didn't know they
wrinkles, you got
motherfucking
this
self.
negative attitude or something happened.
Love
Then
is
they go back to the
rare.
market
It's hard
and
to
you're like,
find. All she
uh-oh.
doing is showing how hard it is
This
to
isn't working
find.
out so well
I
for me.
agree with her on that part.
So this, again, thank you for the archive on this one. They say, I'm 43 and alone, can I find a good man? Dear Melissa, so this article, the answer to
Now
this
if you got
article
that
is
book
written
and
by
shit.
a woman. And I love it because it's how I would answer this. Dear Melissa, I'm
Not if he brainwashed.
short for Catherine. And
Not if he think he the white man. Not if he think he fucking the American dream. Not if he think he the Brady Bunch. Not if that motherfucker been watching that TV set all his life and still believing in them Dr. Seuss fairy tales and Mr. Grinch and Ebenezer Scrooge and Scooby-Doo. Hell no, all you gonna find is a man-child, some motherfucking grown-ass man that ain't never growed up, trapped in a motherfucking fairy tale somewhere, talking about why can't we live like the Brady Bunch or shit and all that? Why everybody else? And now it ain't even the Brady Bunch no more. It's some motherfucking rap. Why can't we be gangsters? So hell no. Now if that motherfucking demon possessed by all this motherfucking brainwash they got out here, you better try to find God in your motherfucking self and thank God for protecting you from all this demonic shit that's got all these other motherfuckers confused and separated from their self and a relationship with God.
I'm a 43-year-old, unmarried, and childless career girl who has been getting increasingly jaded by what my present dating prospects have brought me.
Well, bitch, that's successful. All you gotta do is recognize that it ain't happening for nothing. It ain't a mistake. You in a war. You gotta put your armor on, and you gotta endure the battle, nigga. You gotta, if you can find it, you can find it. If not, safety first, motherfucker, or just throw it all away. Life is a gamble, nigga. Before you go to the goddamn casino, know what you're praying for, know what you're playing for, and know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to get the hell out the casino. You know what I mean? Know when to run, man. You don't put your money down until you know what you're betting on. Let nobody trick you into betting on placing a bet that you ain't gonna get paid. They ain't gonna get paid.
Work together.
Only one gonna get paid is the system.
If you're tired of writing complex,
when they rob your
Let's
ass.
just listen to that. I'm becoming jaded by what my present dating prospects have brought me. I'm unhappy with what they're bringing to me. She's still entitled. She's still picky. She's still got attitude. I don't like what they're bringing to me. I work as a senior project manager. Don't care. For a Fortune 100 company. Don't care. And I've been married to my career. In a matter of speaking, don't care. I've been looking for a long-term relationship now for about the past 5 years. So since she was 38. And it's looking less and less promising. Of course it has.
Because it don't exist. It was a
called
fairy tale.
the
If you want that shit, turn on your TV
I
set.
live
Watch
in
a
a
porno. All
metropolitan
in
area where
reality,
there seems to be many women.
nigga, unless you your own psychiatrist, how you gonna be somebody else's psychiatrist? Unless you understand yourself and what you going through, how you gonna understand the symptoms and see if anybody got a little that you could teach them something? Because if they ain't humble enough to have an open mind and want to learn nothing, and they know everything, and that's a warning sign right there. You really can't help teach them nothing. Because everything you teach them, they're going to get jealous of you and hold it against you and say, who you think you are, a genius?
Just like myself.
I mean, a doctor?
Right. So all you career gals
Fuck
are,
that
I
shit.
make money, I don't need a man. I've got female friends, I don't need a man. I've got my dog or my cat, I
got
don't
my
need a man.
cat and my
I just
dog.
want a man to have fun with and sleep with and have a good time. We'll go on fun dates and party
Same
up.
thing.
I don't need anything serious. Well, you're now competing.
No, you ain't. Then see, he fucking up. He should have told him right then. Then, bitch, go call the fucking Congress up, call the fucking Supreme Court up, and the president, and tell them motherfuckers to legalize it. Legalize what? Prostitution, bitch, so you could buy you some dick. Fuck all this shit. Get a discount. That's what I said too. Marriage too dangerous. Because that just make a motherfuckers each other's slave owners. That's how they put motherfuckers back on the plantation. Now they making everybody else the white man. I mean the slave master. On each other. So now, and then using that book to justify it. The Lord said, y'all shall, till death do you part. Stay together till death do you part. And that sex is evil. And if you ever have it, that it's got to be permission of the damn president, the child support people. You can't have sex without permission from the child support people. So then you end up killing each other, nigga. Fuck you.
Hundreds, if not thousands, in a metropolitan area of women exactly like you. Aging, great careers and all that, but none of that matters to a
None
man.
of them know how to
because,
buy no
a man
motherfucking
doesn't-
sex,
a man
no
cannot-
dick.
A woman will not date down when it comes to money. If a woman's
They
making
think the
100
man the only
she
one.
does not want to date a guy that's making 50 or 60 or 70 or 80,000 a year.
Let's legalize it.
Because that makes her
Stop
feel
the
superior
violence.
to him.
Stop
No
the
woman wants
violence.
to be with a man that is inferior to her. Women want to date up hyperbole.
Baby.
So if she's married to her career, and she's probably very successful, the man she's looking for has to be even more successful. And what is that more successful man doing? He's dating a smoking hot 25 or 28-year-old woman. And he may not even want to marry her. But she puts out, and she's pretty, and she's fun, and they have a good time together. He doesn't want to marry her.
Smart men don't get married.
So why would he go with a 43-year-old? Well, I'm smart, don't care. Well, I'm successful, doesn't matter, because he's not getting any access to your resources. You want his resources. Well,
Yeah, make
but
no
I'm
sense.
seasoned and a veteran, and don't care.
A
Do not care.
veteran? At what?
This guy's
Scooby-Doo?
like Nick in the other video.
You believing in
Like,
that love
he may
story
have a kid,
shit
he's
too?
10 years old and he's successful, and he's having fun with girls. That's what he's doing. Why?
Yeah, he
why
having
would
fun
he
with
settle
these
down
motherfucking
with
girls.
you?
Hey, this
He
is your
have
boy,
no
Sir
kid.
Lion.
You
What's
want
happening,
kids?
Sir Lion?
Maybe he does. You're 43. By the time
You
you
43.
married, decide to have a kid, what are you, 45, 46?
Yeah, you 45,
You don't have kids
46.
at that age.
You ain't gotta smoke some weed with me, nigga. Fuck all that.
So a
Take
guy
a break.
that's your age.
Have it your
I'm
way.
49 now. I just had a birthday. I'm 49. I don't date 40-year-olds. I don't even remember the
Nigga,
last
I'm
30.
49. I don't date 40
I don't
years.
need to.
I don't need to.
I don't need to.
I don't need to.
A lot of guys don't.
A lot of
And
guys
that's why
don't.
younger guys are like, dude, so it's impossible to get
49.
these girls. You're dating guys that have fancy cars and are older than you and they're successful. Good. Take that time, young gentlemen, to improve yourself. And to
Prove
make
yourself.
bank. To become independent and successful and smart and educated. Get your life together when you're younger. When you're older, you will reap those rewards tenfold. But when you're an older woman, it's
You
not
reap
work for
them
you.
rewards
She
tenfold.
says, I go on dates, but they
Tenfold.
either never call me again. Well, maybe you're not a good person. I go on dates, let me see,
Hold on, wait.
or they are weird and creepy in some major way. What's creepy to her? No savings of money. Oh, so you're creepy if you don't have a lot of savings.
Well, bitch, I didn't save my money and I'm spending it on me.
All those two tie in together.
Fuck all that
They
shit.
have
Bartender,
spicy movie addictions.
put her ass in the
They're
glass.
divorced with baggage. Hey, a lot of divorces go bad.
Ah, a lot of divorces go bad. A lot of
That's why
divorces
guys
go
don't
bad.
want divorced older women. They too have baggage. Or they're too old.
Oh, Lord, they too
The guys
young.
that are interested in her are too old.
Too young at
You're
heart.
43. A lot of guys date down 10, 15 years. 5, 10, 15 years. Well, if you're 43 and a 53 or 58-year-old wants to go out with you, that's your pickings for him. If you're wanting a guy your own age at 43, sorry. He is selecting a 30 or a 20-something.
30 and 20 something,
He said,
y'all.
I've tried Tinder.
Don't put me in that motherfucking category.
I'm tired and very frustrated.
I'm looking for
with
the
not
spirit.
being able to find anyone good enough for me. Oh,
I'm kind of like them and shit. I ain't saying I'm trying to play hard to get. I'm trying to say I am hard to get, nigga, because I got to get myself out, because I ain't depending on getting nothing. I ain't sitting in no motherfucking line waiting on some shit that ain't never going to happen. And then I'm sitting there talking about, well, what happened, nigga? You wasted all your time waiting on some shit that was never going to happen. Fuck no. I'm working on my motherfucking self, building my own motherfucking self. Whether I bust a nut or not, it's kind of like this. Was that going to make me a better person? Was that going to help me achieve whatever my life work was? Me busting a nut is not my life work. You know, maybe me having some kids might be a part of my motherfucking contribution to helping God. But other than that, my life work is like, educating myself to where I feel like I could be my own psychiatrist, my own minister, my own healthcare worker, my own social worker, my own um, my own my own creator, self-creator, my own teacher. So yeah, man, my own teacher. I could be a master student and teaching myself to get closer and in touch with whatever God's advice is all about, bartender. See, that's kind of like where I'm coming from with that. That's where I'm coming from with that. My own God, in me, the spirit. Because the rest of this shit is all pre-programmed, man-made, manufactured reality. All these fake-ass history books, all that public pipeline of prison public school, all these fake-ass suicide, marriage, religion, and kill yourself if y'all break up shit. Man, y'all going on miss me with all that old motherfucking discombobulated, unsolved mystery ass, Scooby-Doo ass, suicide culture.
But we have for Johnny.
Nigga, I got a dream and it ain't
He
American,
still
nigga.
is dating with the mindset
It's
of a
within.
20-year-old, which is, but I'm beautiful, and I'm hot, and I've got all this to offer, and I'm smoking.
It ain't
Lucky, a guy would be lucky to have me. You're 43.
See, even this topic that they talking about is demonic. Because, I mean, if your whole life and you obsessed with, oh, I got to bust a nut, or I got to have this relationship, or I feel insecure, or I ain't got nobody to love me. Because they ain't looking for no sex. See, he keep on just putting sex over love. He ain't even talking about no love. He keep telling about it. Every time the lady say, well, I need to be loved. He just throw that off the fucking, off the menu. Off the plate. It's like, no, lady, that ain't on the plate. This on the plate. No, that ain't on the plate. He just throw every motherfucking thing off the plate, including love, and just say this the way it is. See, so they full of shit, man. Because motherfuckers ain't looking for no sex anyway. They looking for love. Somebody who really care about them and who really got their best interests at heart and really could put themselves in their shoes and feel what they feel and gonna be like trustworthy and gonna be honest, at least half the motherfucking time. But a motherfucker that ain't honest at all, come on, man. Ain't nobody perfect. I agree with that, but motherfucker, you got to be half and half off this shit. Everybody got to meet each other halfway, motherfucker. 51-50 ain't working. Maybe 49, 49-51 might work, though. Because that's half and half. 49-51. Because 51-50 ain't working.
Now, you might be a smoking hot, relatively wrinkle-free 43-year-old. I've seen some beautiful 43-year-olds.
This ain't nothing but some shame shit.
But given the choice of a guy being like, well, I could date a pretty hot 43.
This is some bullshit. I'm about to turn this shit in a minute, because this is like just shaming somebody. This ain't got no solutions. I ain't into shaming people and shit. That ain't no solution.
3-year-old, or I could date a hot 33-year-old.
He just keep on rubbing in the problem.
I could probably date a hot 23-year-old. Guys will go for the 23-year-old every time.
Motherfuckers is idol worshiping their sex and shit instead of thinking about, hey, that ain't the reason for sex anyway. It was to create kids. But because the government stepped in and made it illegal to have kids, yeah, because you got to have all this other shit and you got to pay them off they cut and they criminals and crooks. And everybody, and then the motherfucking is already rich is saying, shh, don't tell nobody. We agree with you. They ain't no crooks because they got the money to pay it. But the other poor people, they don't got the money to pay that. So they got like saying, well, the rich people is doing it. They said it's cool, so I guess it's cool. But they don't know they got tricked. And that they go and that it ain't cool. And that even them rich motherfuckers, they taking too much money out their pocket too. And so it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. They got motherfuckers co-signing for them, telling them, it's cool, look, me, I did it, look at me, I did it, and they lying. They ain't did shit. They fucking victims, and they just so full of self-hate and lack of confidence, because they ain't got no confidence, right? If they had some confidence, they'll stand up and say, hey, this is wrong, and then they'll protest, but they ain't. They'll be like me, legalize prostitution, fuck all the rest of this old fake-ass marriage shit. That shit is getting everybody killed. And all that other, in that public school and that fake-ass book, that Bible.
less baggage, less hang-ups, less
And
kids,
shit with a fake
less
history book.
marriages and divorces with baggage, like you said.
Fake history book.
And the girls may not have much money, but the guy, I'll tell you right now, if it came down to, gentlemen, would you rather go on a weekend trip with a 43-year-old that will split the bill 50-50 with you and go on a ski vacation for a week, I don't know, in Alaska or whatever, or you foot the bill entirely but go with a smoking hot 23-year-old that doesn't have all the hang-ups and is still energetic and full of life. Not saying that the older women are not, but given the choice, men almost, at least men of means, successful men will be like, what's an extra couple $100 or $5?
What the fuck is a successful man? Just, I wouldn't give a fuck if you had $1 trillion. You could be a fucking midget that don't even got a dick, and you got $1 trillion in your pocket. You calling me that's a successful man? You could be a paralyzed motherfucker in a wheelchair, dick don't work, can't speak, talking through a megaphone. You calling that a successful man? You could be a motherfucking mass murderer ready to kill every bitch that he ever see, and he got $1 million. You calling that a successful man? So y'all motherfucking successful man definition is bullshit, because y'all basing it on a motherfucker wallet. Y'all ain't looking at the man, you looking at his fucking money. So how the fuck is that successful? That motherfucker could be a rotten, no good motherfucker. What the fuck you talking about? A successful man. Because, see, I told you, this bitch-ass white man on here, I ain't racist, white people, but I've seen there's a whole bunch of you white motherfuckers doing the same thing a bunch of these black-on-black motherfuckers is doing. Sitting over here still selling that goddamn American Bill Cosby, perfect family, Brady Bunch dream. That shit ain't real. And talking about you gonna be you ain't gotta watch pornos. You can get a wife and do all that crazy kinky shit you seen on the pornos. That shit ain't real either. You bitch ass, fake ass slave master. That's why I'ma turn this shit off in a minute, y'all. Cause I can't take no more of this slave master, man. All he doing is fucking is making everybody hate each other, turning everybody into a fucking piece of meat, a porno star, a motherfucker. Ain't nothing spiritual about what he talking about, and the only thing he talking about is if you ain't sucking my dick, get the fuck out my house. That's what he talking about. He act like one of them fucking slave masters.
$500 or whatever. I'll go with a 23-year-old.
That's why ain't no motherfucking body
But the
even
reverse
fucking
is true
with him.
too. Given the choice, ladies, would you rather go on a ski weekend where
Because you
you
can
have
see
to
how
pay
he
half
gonna
of
treat 'em.
everything, or pay everything with a good-looking 23-year-old guy?
Like they
Or would
don't
you rather go with
exist.
a 33 or 38-year-old
And God don't
guy
exist
that's
either.
equally looking,
So
just older.
how the fuck you gonna share with somebody else and you can't share with God? Because everybody's a gift to each other. So if you don't treat everybody like they're a fucking gift, how the fuck you gonna give the fucking gift back to God? How you gonna share? No wonder ain't shit legal. Fuck marriage. Nigga, you first gotta get married through God. And then you motherfuckers can share. All that other, the white man gonna give you a license to I now pronounce you fucking slave master and serial killer. Because after a while, one of you motherfuckers gonna snap and kill each other.
But he'll pay for everything. But personalities and everything the same.
Better
women
get
like,
these
I'll go with
evil
you,
ass
right? That's cool. I
motherfuckers.
don't have to pay. And you say he's
Just cause dude, he talking all nice and all calm, like he professional. Hey, just cause he doing that, don't mean the effect ain't the same as a serial killer. Cause just cause he talking calm and nice, don't mean that he ain't ruthless and vicious. He is not innocent, sitting up there telling you to fucking treat somebody like they're fucking don't exist, a piece of meat, all this. Man, I can't take no more, bartender.
he's like as good looking, just older. I'll go with him. It's free. And he's more likely successful, he's more worldly, etc. Like, we talk about this all the time. She says, but again, it's all about no one is good enough for me still. She says, I don't mean to sound full of myself, but... It's always the but, isn't it?
No, I just said the same thing. I don't want to play hard to get. I am hard to get. Cause if hey man, Because it's like motherfuckers should be already frightened because they should be like saying, I don't know myself, so how can I talk to you? And you already gone, you got your lie detector out, and you know if I know myself, so when I talk to you, it's like talking to a celebrity because I'm afraid to talk to you because I don't know, I don't know if I'm going to say the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Because your standards are so high. No, my standards ain't high at all. What I mean by knowing yourself is, you know who, you don't have to agree with me, but you know that something is wrong and something ain't right, and that, you got an open mind, and that in time and patience, you can figure it out because you know you got uncommon sense. You ain't no regular ass motherfucker. And like the rest, everybody else just follow the leader ass motherfucker. You are a leader. And as long as you got confidence in that you could grow and that, that you real, not even if you don't even know God, because eventually you will know God, but it's going to take some baby steps. So that's where I'm coming from. I ain't saying nobody got to be perfect. They just got to be willing to have an open mind and a free imagination, and then have enough damn sense to understand that something is wrong.
I don't mean to sound full of myself, but I have a great career, don't care, and my own money, don't care.
See, everything on the table, don't care. Everything, he don't give a fuck about nothing you got, and he don't care about how you feel. See, he full of shit.
And I'm still good looking and very sexy.
The only thing he's thinking about is how do you, bitch, can you make a porno? So he can kiss my ass, bartender. I ain't looking for a porno. I'm looking for somebody who in love. Don't fall in love with me. Fall in love with God and you, with yourself. I'm looking for somebody who can fall in love with themselves. And then later on, they could not fall in love with me, but appreciate that I helped them fall in love with themselves. They ain't never gonna fall in love with me because that's the whole point. Well, be talking about, I love you, I love you, I love you. Why? Because you helped me. Well, that's cool, but you helped yourself also. So, and you helped yourself to be reliant on yourself and God. So now you don't need no psychiatrist no more. You don't need no middleman. Now you're your own psychiatrist. You're your own leader. That don't mean we can't be friends and shit. But nigga, don't worship me. I ain't no idol. I ain't God. Give that credit back to what credit is due. God created me. God created you and me. I didn't create us.
There's the caveat. I'm still good looking and very sexy.
Why are you not
That's why your bitch ass gotta go. Thank you for using educational purpose. Niggas too sexy for me, bartender. Here we go again. Carmen's Kitchen. We're on another safari. What's in the oven? For fair use and educational purposes. Hey man, bartender, to me, marriage sounds like a sports contract. It's like the NFL or something. Why? Because the contract is non-negotiable. You know what it is? Half. So if half, then I would have rather bought some sex for like $1,000 a pop or something if it's half. And then been like, wait a minute, I'm through with this shit. If you want some babies, you gotta invest now. You want my sperm? Bitch, if you don't, fuck it, go get another motherfucker sperm. I'm selling sperm. So we ain't doing this half shit. We gonna do this shit when we have sex installment, I pay you for that. Now I ain't paying for no babies and all the rest of that shit. Oh yeah, I want some babies, but if I want some, I go find me somebody and rent they ass to have my kids. Because this other shit y'all pulling is just bullshit. Y'all motherfuckers is partners in crime with the government. You can kiss my ass on that half shit. Fuck you talking about? That's non-negotiable. You know what I mean? Even if a nigga got 50 cents, they want a quarter out the nigga pocket. Hell no, you gotta make this shit survivable. How the fuck I'm gonna give somebody half of my shit and I got $1 billion? No. Fuck no.
Probably the most important one. Scenario 7. The marriage contract. A woman says,
America's a
if you
crook.
really care about me, you'll sign a contract giving me legal
No,
rights.
America ain't said shit. I mean, the woman ain't said shit. America said that
or in parentheses, or if I ever decide I want out. Now this one I'm obviously being
America ain't said
a little.
America ain't. I mean, the woman ain't said shit. America made up this contract. The King of England, nigga. Fornication under consent of the king. That's what fuck mean. F-U-C-K. Fucking under the consent of the king, motherfucker. This shit, they passed this law on the fucking English peasants way back in the 1800s, nigga, and it's still being applied in America today. America ain't nothing but a colony of England.
Scenario 7.
Fucking slave plantation.
The marriage contract. A woman says, if you really care about me,
England made
sign
all
a
these laws.
contract giving me legal rights to half of all your things if we ever have a falling
A
out.
white cartoon.
Or in parentheses, or if I ever decide I want out. Now this one I'm obviously being a little, she would never be this blunt with it, but the whole idea with the marriage contract, where a lot of guys that, when I say guys that even are like kind of against marriage and then they eventually got married, and that really is interesting to me because I'm always kind of like, okay, what made you finally do it? And a lot of guys say like, well, hey,
What
I
made
knew it
you
was
do it,
really
nigga?
important to her.
Speak up.
I knew that getting married was something that she really
Yeah,
wanted
got your
to do.
tongue.
So I did this to make her happy because that's all she
Yeah.
wanted, and she's been a good girl.
Oh,
for me.
hell no.
Important to her.
Hell no.
I knew that getting
Nobody
married
believe
was
that
something
shit.
that she really wanted to do. So I did this to make her happy because that's all she wanted, and she's been a good girlfriend or whatever it is.
You don't stop. Do that
And
witchcraft
so,
out here.
think logically about this.
Damn,
You
man,
step
that's
back
the-
And you go,
They ain't even got to lie that hard.
well, why do you want to get married? Well, a lot of women will say, well, marriage shows that you're committed to me. It will make me feel better knowing that you're actually committed. Your love, you're telling the world
Yeah.
that you love me.
Fuck
So
the
again,
world.
a lot of guys
Them
fall
kids,
into
they
that.
ain't
They kind of
ask me
are
for
like,
shit.
okay, it makes
Everything
sense.
you
I
get,
know
you
she
gotta
really
ask
wants
God
to be
for
married.
it.
Everyone asks her, when
Fuck
do you
the
get married?
world.
So I'm going to do that. But if you really stopped it back and asked a logical question, and if you're like, hey, if you truly love me, then getting married or just having it on paper really shouldn't matter, should it? If you truly love me as a person, then the most important thing is that, we spend every day together, or we have this committed relationship. But if you truly love me, why do you need a marriage paper to signify that?
If you truly
If
love me,
you
why
thought
you gotta suck my
logically,
dick?
that would be
Why
the
you
train
just
of
can't
route
help
you
me
would go.
get
But
rich?
again, a lot of guys go in a lot, and I understand why guys get pressure from both
Why you
sides.
can't
Guys
help
get
me
pressure
with
from
that?
Guys, from women.
If you really want to have sex with me and shit, make me excited. Help me get rich, motherfucker. If you want my dick to get hard and all this other fucking super magic shit without Viagra and all this other shit, you act like you got the natural Viagra. You can control nature without all that artificial stimulants and shit. Then nigga, help me get rich. You keep telling me to help you get rich, then motherfucker, then that should make sense to you. If you want to get rich, then help me get rich. What the fuck are you talking about? And we ain't talking about rich in the money. We talking about rich in the spirit. So we might not be compatible because you might be thinking about a whole different definition of getting rich.
Pressure about why haven't you proposed yet? Why haven't you asked her? Oh, you're so lucky to be with her. But if you're
Because I don't give a fuck. I told you before, if you got $1 trillion, your bitch ass is in a wheelchair, and you talking about you the most eligible bachelor or bachelorette, then motherfucker, you the only one lying to yourself, because the money is sitting over there, like, looking at you like, motherfucker, you don't expect me to agree with you.
really stopped and thought about it, if we were rock solid as a person, if she's so rock solid that I have no qualms about marrying her, well, think about that in a different perspective.
Masquerade is over.
If you were so rock solid that you have no worries
Nigga,
that she's gonna
I
screw
know
you
it's
over.
almost Halloween, but goddamn, you trying to turn this shit into 365 days a year.
Over a divorce court, if you're that rock solid, then why do you even need to get married? If you're that rock solid, then not getting married, you should be totally fine. And she shouldn't have to worry. Because you guys are rock solid, right? But a lot of guys don't think and ask that logical question. So now, think of scenario 7, the marriage contract. Now think about this. All right, a business contract. Just imagine this, guys, with a man. Okay, imagine a guy says to you, hey, if you really care about me, you'll sign a contract, you'll sign a business contract with me, give me legal rights to half of all of your things, half of everything you've worked for your entire life, if we ever have a falling out, or if I just decide I want out. And if you knew and you were about to sign a business contract with a guy, and you knew that if you guys had a falling out and you wanted to end the business, that guy could go to court and that he would have a majority of people on his side just from the start. Again, in marriage court, and a lot of guys will say, after they've been through it, it's a lot more obvious. I've never been through it, so it wasn't obvious to me until I, dug in more. But in marriage court, it's like with the woman, if you guys ever have a falling out, and know that also when you go into that court that everyone's going to take her side. Think about that. Would you ever get in a business contract with a guy and he's just like, hey, by the way, hey, dude, let's just decide, hey, let's just sign a little contract. Let's sign a friend agreement here that if anything ever happens and we decide we're not friends anymore, I can take half of all your things, and most people in court are going to back me up. But if you sign this business contract, what you're doing is you're making me feel better. You're showing that you're committed to me. Would you ever logically be like, okay, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, sure, let's sign this contract. Let's do that. Yeah, guy to guy, yeah, okay, I trust you, we'll be fine. Why not? Why not? No guy would do that. Logically, no guy would do that. Yet, that is the same type of scenario that so many guys fall into that a lot of guys know that marriage is not a great deal for men. A lot of guys know this even if they don't know this, even if they haven't looked into it, even if they don't know the stats, even if they don't understand like Duluth law and all of that stuff, like how they don't understand how biased the courts are. They just know from hearing stories, marriage is risky because she could divorce me and take half my things. A lot of guys know kind of deep down, but they're willing to do it anyway because they just get talked into it. Versus if you looked at this other scenario, you would never do it. You would never sign that up as a business contract because you would think logically about it. You'd think smart about it. But with women, we throw logic and reason out the window because she's a girl. And that has to do with putting her on a pedestal. You're treating her differently simply because she's a woman. No other thing could explain it. Getting married for a woman is like winning the lottery. Marriage for a man is like a prison sentence. And you know what is important to also understand about this is that if you read female dating strategies, what you'll find is a lot of married women talk about it like it's a prison sentence for her. Like, oh, marriage was so rough for me. It was so bad for me. I had to be with this guy my whole life. I could have been out with all these other men that wanted me. This guy's lucky to have me. So she almost talks about it like it's a prison sentence for her. But in reality, just like this, it's winning the lottery. She has no losses that can come from that. Because if she wants out, she can get out and leave with a lot of assets that were not hers beforehand. And if it's good, or even if it's not good, but she wants to stay in, she can stay in because the guy knows if he leaves, she's going to come away with a lot of assets. So, but the crazy thing is that when women are going into marriage with all the benefits and they're talking on female dating strategies about it's like a prison sentence for her, then you have so many more women that are in marriage and then they're going, oh, it is a prison sentence for me. And they're thinking more and more they're giving themselves an excuse to divorce the guy because they buy into it being a prison sentence for her, and the guy gets double whammied because not only does he get treated like crap, but then at the end of it he gets screwed over. See, I hear certain guys that will, or just certain people that will diss on MGTOW or Red Pill or whatever, and they'll be like, especially if they say MGTOW, men go in their own way and they go, well, you guys sure talk about women a lot. Well, it's because if you don't understand this stuff, then social conditioning is so heavily influenced in all the women's favor that even if you're a guy that has been a lifelong bachelor and you have no one else that you see that has a like mind as you. Eventually, you start to think that you're the crazy one. You're like, well, everyone else is doing it, and you can see why guys dip into it and do that stuff. So the reason why it's so important that MGTOW Red Pill talks about women specifically is because if you don't hear this before it's too late, then you'll hear this after it's too late. And by that time, a lot of damage has already been done. You've already been through the meat grinder. Oprah didn't marry. Yeah. Guys, I think Oprah's going to go down as in arrested. I'm going to put on my my tinfoil hat here and just say I believe that she is one of the biggest child traffickers, human traffickers, and accomplice of that, of people that we have heard of. And I know that might sound crazy to some of you guys, but just watch. I bet.
Did you hear that? She keep telling y'all to have kids, but she ain't trying to, so she can kidnap them, and sell their body parts and sell them into sexual slavery and be an undercover madam, undercover pimp, and use that TV set to talk all nice. I told you, just 'cause a motherfucker talk nice don't mean that they ain't vicious and ain't a criminal and ain't guilty of the crime. Just 'cause they talk smiling in your face, nigga. Smiling faces leave no traces of the evil that lurks within. Smiling faces. There was a song called Smiling Faces. So I don't want to hear that shit, man. What the fuck you talking about? Just 'cause a motherfucker smiling in your face and look like your grandmama that she innocent. The man just told you. We don't want to hear no more about your motherfucking smiling face or fucking TV set co-signing anybody no more. The TV set is the devil, nigga. Because it's fucking telling everybody what to believe, who to trust, and who to follow, and ain't nobody following their own motherfucking self, their own fucking uncommon sense. 'Cause God ain't common. Common sense. So
accomplice of that, of people that we have heard of. I'm going to put on my my tinfoil hat here and just say I believe that she is one of the biggest child traffickers, human traffickers, and accomplice of that, of people that we have heard of. And I know that might sound crazy to some of you guys, but just watch. I bet you Oprah's gonna go down as well with a lot of other
why
people,
the
man.
fuck you think she had an ankle bracelet on, nigga? They investigating her ass. And you wonder why she ain't married, but she keep telling you she a marriage specialist. She's a marriage counselor, her and her buddy Gail. We're marriage specialists. Bazilla Van Zant, Ayala Van Zant, we're marriage specialists. Don't know a motherfucking thing, ain't never had no dick in their life, and don't even want to be lesbians. Them bitches is Catholic priests, nuns, nigga. They fucking around and turn your ass into Damien. You'll be a fucking nightmare on one of them goddamn horror movies, nigga, fucking with them goddamn Catholic priest nuns. Them is Catholic nuns, nigga. They don't take no fucking prisoners. Your bitch ass will be just as... You will be the next fucking Freddy Krueger or Chucky fucking with Oprah and Ayala Van Zant and Gail.
I'm gonna put on my my tinfoil
Nigga,
hat
you'll be the
here
next
and
Chucky.
say I believe that she is one of the
Freddy
biggest
Krueger.
child traffickers, human traffickers.
Because you don't think for
accomplice
yourself.
of
You
that,
believe every fucking
of
thing that
people
TV
that we
said
have heard
tell
of.
you.
And I know that might sound crazy
Simon
to some of you
Says.
guys, but just
Dr.
watch.
Seuss.
I bet you Oprah's gonna go down as well with a lot of other people, man. Not what they seem. A lot of the celebrities are not what they seem. Oh yeah, I love the fact that Adele got screwed about time. Yeah, guys, I really think that the only way that things will ever change again is women getting screwed in court system, and then them being like, "Wow, this is so unfair." Because you guys know there could be 100 suicides by men, and there could be one suicide by a woman, and that one suicide by a woman is going to get aired all over the mainstream media. there's going to be articles about it, about we need to watch out for women with mental health problems. So there could be 100 guys getting screwed in child court, family court. If one woman gets screwed, you're going to hear about it. But again, we have to have more women get screwed over before laws change, because
He's saying the same thing I'm saying. Everybody keep letting these people dictate with their fucking laws that they pass in the Supreme Court and in these motherfucking the president and all these other in the Congress and all these faggot ass motherfucking mayors and shit. All these motherfuckers passing laws for other people. They ain't passing them for themselves. You know what I mean? Because they immune to all this shit. Just like the police. They could do anything. Rape you, kill you, murder you. And all they get is fired, nigga. And then get their pension. And then ride off in the sunset still getting a paycheck. So, nigga, that sound like Russia to me. Where they just killed all the people. Paid the motherfucker, everybody to kill each other. So the police, you can't blame them because they know the system. Nigga, they gonna pay me for riding off in the sunset after I do all this crazy shit. So, it's, that's why I'm doing it. So, hey.
that, I mean, we all know this at this point, right? That's the only time.
So, the same thing with that marriage law shit. Everybody gonna have to say, nope, legalize prostitution, let us sell some sex a little bit at a time. Can't no motherfucker own us. Ain't this ownership gotta stop. Ain't nobody own shit. Fuck the government taking his cut and all that other shit. Fuck marriage. That's what he really saying. Legalize prostitution. Let ladies do their own motherfucking thing. Screen motherfuckers for who they want to probably have a baby with. And let these men start selling these kids to these women and shit. And then get the fuck out their life. Because they in the fucking way. Just like if you look at the animals after the men have sex with them women, they get the fuck out the way. So all this shit about, the kids need a strong father in their fucking family, in their life. Nature don't work like that. You know what I mean? But I ain't saying that you don't have the right to be in your kids. I mean, not in the human sense, a person is gonna want to be a part of somebody's life. And also they're gonna be a part of their wife's life. But the part is that the way that the shit is going in that marriage shit is fucking shit up. So even visitation gonna be a motherfucking problem. So the only way to solve that is either the man gonna take custody or the woman gonna take custody. Both people having custody might not work all the time. I say all the time. Sometimes you might have a motherfucker who ain't even into taking care of their kids. Man or woman. Nigga, I've seen women who ain't interested in taking care of their kids, not just the man. So whoever is interested in taking care of kids, that's who having the kids. The other people, that's the way it should go, man. If you gotta change this shit, it ain't none of this. The government get half, the government gotta be in control, the government and fuck the government.
And that you're gonna get that there's gonna be publicity and notice.
They ain't shit but a fucking Catholic priest trying to turn everybody into a goddamn demon.
That's about it.
The fucking exorcist.
So yeah, Adele getting screwed, yeah, stuff like that. I think was it Tom Arnold and who did he marry? Not Roseanne. What's her name? Rosie O'Donnell. Is that who it was? I think that he came out ahead in that one as well. But there's so few that you can actually think about it. Yeah, Queen of the New Age movement. Yeah, Oprah. Yeah, man. I read a couple books. I read a book by Oprah. Things I Know for Sure. I read it like 2 or 3 times years ago. I used to think she was a cool person. I thought she was a good role model. I was bought into the Kool-Aid. Especially when I was a teacher, right? She seemed like, oh yeah, she wants to help teachers.
Yeah, she was smiling and shit. I thought she was at genuine...
Okay, so guys, in conclusion here.
Genuine compassion.
In conclusion.
Mutual respect.
Treat her like an equal. Okay, use this filter, other than when you're actually having sex with her. No homo.
Sexual vision. Sexual vision, nigga. Protect your dick.
Use this filter of, if she were a guy, would I still be doing this? Would I still be putting up with
protect yourself from your dick.
Would I still be bending over backwards? would I still be complying
Use your
to this
spirit
if this
armor.
was just a
Nigga,
guy?
what you think God is for,
And if
nigga?
you answer that, if you ask that,
When I'm in the spirit, nigga, I'm fighting the flesh, everything. The dollar, nigga, I'm the dollar dog. Nigga, I'm a dog to a dollar. The dog to the flesh, I'm a dog to everything. Nigga, it's the dog. Dog eat dog world.
question and you answer that self going, no, I wouldn't do that.
Dogging it
then
all.
Don't do that with women. And
Fuck
I'm
that.
telling you,
I ain't the slave. I'm the slave master over all that shit. I ain't gonna let that shit enslave me.
guys, not only is that a message for sanity, a message for safety, but that's also a message for success with
Safety
women.
first.
And
Nigga,
If
sanity
you-
first.
the more you
There's
dig
no
into
victory in
basically
insanity.
whether that's health, nutrition, whether that's dating, relationships, whatever in life you dig into,
And
what you typically
self-destruction.
find is that whatever the
False
mainstream narrative that most
instructions
people talk
and
about is,
miseducation.
what you
Ain't no
typically
victory
find
in
is
that.
the best way to do
Nigga,
things
I'm a
is
true
pretty much
detective.
counterintuitive
Nigga,
to what
it ain't
everyone
no
else tells
cold
you to
case
do.
cold
Whatever
enough
the mainstream
to not be
narrative is,
solved in the garden,
typically,
bartender.
The best thing is counterintuitive.
Welcome
to
back,
whatever
Sherlock.
You think it is. That's how much brainwashing that happens in all fields of things.
John
so,
Walsh.
when we talk about this filter of if she were a guy, would I still be doing
America's
this?
most
When I
wanted.
tell you guys what Chad and Tyrone do
Most
to
haunted.
get women to do things for them that women won't do for anyone else, Chad and Tyrone's mindset would be this, and it would even be more tilted. It would be because if you look at equality, that's a lesson, that's a step in the right direction for like blue-pilled simp men. Beta on men. Step in the right direction is to go, okay, if this were a guy, I was just gonna think completely equal, would I do this for him? Would I do this? That's like the first right step. But then when you look into actual like biology and dynamics about what women
No, if this was God, would I do it for him? Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to give it all to him if it's God, because everything I own belongs to God, because I can't take nothing with me, and everything I got, God made me use it for a purpose. So I didn't need it all. I just needed what I needed to survive. Being rich was not being a winner. Being rich was being a survivor, because all of the winners didn't have the right message. So they was forfeited anyway. Their time was useless. It had no purpose. So if you a survivor and got the right message, then you worth more than all the winners combined, because they shit was of no purpose. It did not get no sunshine, no water, no. It didn't fertilize nothing. The garden, all it did was kill the garden. It was just poison. So what good was all the winners when they didn't win shit? And then the motherfucking survivor fertilized the garden and kept the garden alive. So who was the winner?
actually find attractive. Then you find it actually tips even farther in the scale where men know that they're the leaders and that women are the ones that should be working for them. So even when I go equality, that's like the first step. Well, really, when you really think about the actual relationship dynamic, it should be woman working for man's attention because he's the prize and all that. And I know we talk about that in different kind of senses, but yeah, Chad and Tyrone's will not only do this, is this an equal? I wouldn't do that for them, but they even go even further and go, but also I understand that women should be working for my attention. I'm the leader, she's the follower.
No, I don't believe none of that shit. I believe everybody's their own leader. Just like I said, if we on a power trip, if somebody is like saying, hey, God gave us a mission to complete, and somebody else said, no, I don't want to work for God. I want to just work for myself and do what I want to do and be selfish. Then I think they got the right, because God gave everybody a choice. But I think when it comes to them kids after that, then nigga, then don't have the kids. And then I go, get me some, I'll buy your sperm, or I go buy somebody else's sperm, and then I'll put you out my motherfucking life and make sure that you ain't a part of none of this pregnancy, and then I'll raise the kids myself. That's where I'm at, so I can protect myself from your bitch ass fucking hallucinations, your fairy tale ass mind, and your motherfucking man-child ass revenge fucking demon spirit that's controlling your mind. and writing all these motherfucking secret nightmares in your mind that you could blame on me. Because all the nightmares you using to punish yourself with, so after you finish punishing yourself, you're going to come try to punish me because you've been, and blame me and say, I'm the one who made you punish yourself, instead of saying it was the system. And that's what this whole video is about. It wasn't about people punishing each other and blaming each other. When they gonna blame and change the system? He just said change the fucking laws and everything will be different. And everything will be more fair and all this bullshit, and the war will stop. If you want the war to stop, then stop the fucking war. Stop the laws. Point the finger where the blame is fucking coming from. The fucking lawmakers. Make them, hold the motherfuckers responsible for the laws that they passing. That's what he's saying. That's the message in this thing, in this video.
So it even goes a step further.
Now what the fuck is your sex rate vision?
That baseline step for sure is like...
Because sex ain't gonna save your ass, and it's full of shit. It ain't gonna last forever. It's illegal, because every time you try to have somebody baby, they try to tell you that they're gonna kill you for having it. So fuck that. It's spirit ray vision. Nigga, we need to separate. If we can't get along, we need to separate. Men on one side, women on the other side. You know, why? Because if not, the system gonna take us all down. We're all gonna be exterminated and extinct, and the system is the only one gonna win, and they plan gonna work out, and then it's gonna be all over, and motherfuckers gonna be acting like, well, where God at? I thought God was with me. She was, motherfucker, but was you with yourself? No, because you had been programmed. You didn't even know who fuck God was. So even if God wanted to talk to you, you wouldn't believe it. Why? Because you ain't got no practice and uncommon sense, some spiritual sense, some sense that don't even make sense. It's some shit you gotta create for yourself and be able to read the signs. So if you ain't good at reading signs, hell no, you can't communicate with God. And yes, you doomed, because the system is perfect, and they had like about a fucking 2,000 years at perfecting exterminating your ass. Nigga, they got a head start.
Would I be doing this if this
That
is a guy?
Bible.
No, then I should not do this if it's a woman. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe.
That's right. Do it then. Do it then. That's what I'm talking about. Do it. Do it.
In my garden.
Garden.
Black roses.
In the garden. I love you too, Mother G.
To keep and carry.
You got to water it to show that you care for it.
To keep
On
and
carry it.
You got to water it.
Show that you care for it.
I've been traveling all over this world.
All over this invisible, wicked world.
I never see a black rose in no other garden.
I never seen no spirit rose in my garden.
So you see, my garden is so special.
So you see,
Black roses in my garden.
God's heart in my garden. God's imagination in my garden. God's open mind in my garden. God's self-trust in my garden. God's self-liberation. God's free imagination over fake freedom nation.
Got to keep the earth so cool, yeah.
Self-reincarnation.
Something special is in my
What the fuck, yeah, nigga, what you facing? Time to face the next. Nigga, then it's time to face the next fake nation. And in case you don't know what you're facing, it's time to face the fake nation, nigga. Imitation. Ain't no way they can stop us with parole or probation. Nigga, we the greatest revelation. Reveal, nigga, sudden iteration.
black roses in my garden. Show you got to.
Sudden self-liberation. It ain't no need in faking a hate and serve self-liberation.
Cause no other
Ain't no
garden
need in
is so
faking a hate and self-liberation. and fake Freedom Nation. Watch you it. It's so nice.
Something special, special in my garden. Black roses in my garden. Show, I've got to stay and take good care
Of the roses.
Cause you see, that's so special to me. My garden,
It's so special, yes.
black roses,
It's blooming in my garden. Ain't that something, bartender?